In this video, I want to show an example of how to install new libraries into Anaconda. So here's an example of the sort of error message we get if we try to import a library that isn't currently installed. So far when we've used something like NumPy or Pandas, those were already installed on our computer. But here's a less standard library called Vega Datasets. And I'm going to show you on one of the lab computers how we can install that using Anaconda. So here I'm going to go up to Anaconda Navigator, and instead of going to Jupyter Notebook, which is what I'd usually do, I click on Anaconda Navigator. Then I'm going to go over to the left side to the Environments section, and make sure you switch to All if you're on Installed, which I think is the default. And then let's try to look for Vega datasets. So it's there, but it doesn't have a check mark next to it. So I click on the check mark. And this might take a little bit of time, maybe 30 seconds or so. So we'll wait. So now that one is finished, and let me show another example, which is going to be one step harder. This is going to be trying to install Streamlet, and here it doesn't even show up on the list of options. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a terminal, and then I'm going to type pip install Streamlet. And the reason I wanted to do this on a lab computer was I wasn't sure if this would work. Definitely works on my Mac computer, and you can see that here it's also working on the lab computer. So now that it's finished, I need to click this Update Index button. And it might take a little bit of time, but now Streamlet is showing up, and you can see that it already has this checkbox next to it. And now we'll be able to use Vega datasets. We won't get that same error message. Might take a little bit of time the first time you import it, but then the second time you import it, it should be much faster. So here you can see we didn't get any error messages, and here's an example of using this Vega datasets library. So for example, this is going to load in this US unemployment pandas data frame.